Traditional Sunday morning routine, BMX with my dearest of friends. Later on in this video, it's Q&A. We will get there in due time.
Like he did it at the second half there.
Whoa! I got the whole entire line. Yeah! I'll use that clip.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I will.
I don't like that. And you won't. No!
I'll use all those clips.
Never!
Yes! Yes! Yeah, man! Yes! Around. Nicely done. So here's something you might not think about a lot as possibly a non-YouTuber, but the YouTubing game, it's like a little bit lonely. So I am like eternally grateful for these Sundays where I get together with my friends on like a semi-regular basis, whether like we really ride BMX pretty heavily or I'm just surrounded by human beings again. It's nice. And that's gonna work as a bit of a segue, maybe not a good segue, to the most like social aspect that I can do on this channel, questions and answers. As always, Q&A prompt comes up on the community tab here. If you missed it, I'm not sorry anymore. That's the way it happens. This is a fitting question, I think, for starting this video out with riding BMX with my friends. Do you have any advice for making friends to cycle with, mainly in things that don't have designated group rides like BMX and pump track? The easiest foolproof plan, trick, and course of action for making friends in the world of BMX, hanging out at pump tracks, is to be there every day. Show up, ride your bike every day. Inevitably, you're going to meet people and create lifelong friends out of it. I promise you that. There's two questions here that are like kind of similar. The short version of it is, what is your more exhausted after work resolution going to mean for the channel? And I don't think that it's going to mean anything necessarily for the channel, but I think what it does mean is me being a little more efficient and effective with my time. Also, any sort of like product ideas that I have, along with like, you know, ideas that I'd like to put on the store, I think the time is really kind of coming into fruition to actually follow through on those. So like, if there's a product that I want to hand make, to just do it and put it up on the store and stop worrying about it being like, oh, there's other companies that make this, and theirs are better. Maybe that's not the concern. Maybe it's that I want to make my own version of it, and I want to share it with the people who share the same interests as me. Basically look at Builtwell, like the motorcycle company Builtwell, and I want to emulate that like pretty heavily, just for the stuff that like I'm into. I'm into motorbikes, but like the other stuff too. Longer question, the meat of it is, why did you specifically choose the Tektro Oryx cantilever brakes for the Rockhopper? And the answer is price, like the amount that they cost. They were cheap. I don't have a lot of money. I bought those. This is a good question. What was the turning point when you decided bikes should just be a hobby? The minute that someone starts to become demanding, it takes all of the fun out of it, and I don't like that. So I've completely removed myself from that sort of scenario, and I'm far happier for it. Why is it called a seat post and not a saddle post? You know, I contemplate this question often myself. What was the price of the Rockhopper? I bought mine for 200 Canadian dollars. Have you considered welding your own bike rack to carry your skateboard? I tried it with a crappy stick welder and some steel rod, and it turned out great. Yes, you're reading my mind. That's like my next welding project. Do you have any interest in vintage BMX restoring or upgraded? No. What do you rate as the innovation that has most improved bicycle reliability? I think going to 1 1/8 threadless steer tubes. Do you still have the Poseidon X? No, I sold it. Tan wall or black wall? Normally I would default to tan wall. Yeah, tan wall. What is your opinion on recumbent bikes? A guy like passed me on a hill on a recumbent bike not long ago. I didn't like that, and I don't want that to happen again, so I don't like them. Have you tried Gevinal shifters? I haven't. There's a second part to this. How do I donate parts to you? It's getting to a point now where I might just get a P.O. box and make that public. Clunker, any interest in building one? Yes. I do kind of want to build one, but I doubt I would ride it very much. How is your shed shop powered? Is it an extension cord from the house, or did you have it properly hooked up? It's an extension cord. This is a funny question, and I don't know what you expect my answer to be, but it's not going to be helpful. How can I stop constantly upgrading my bike, looking for parts online, tinkering without need, worrying about how my bike looks like, and just start enjoying the damn ride without anything in mind other than the pure joy of pedaling? I don't know. I'm not capable of doing that. What was your most romantic bike moment? I'm going to assume you mean like what moment of riding do you romanticize the most? Like, do I think about the most? The moment that I most romanticize is riding the Cabot Trail on a fixed gear. That I like to think about a lot because it's a huge achievement, and like touring riders laughed at us while we were doing it. Did you clear coat the Rawstercross or just polish and wax? Neither. I did not clear coat it, and I didn't wax it. I just polished it. Are you ever going to do the dog stickers in different colors? Not in different colors. I said they would be limited edition run, but a friend of mine actually needs some stickers made, and I really want some of the Norton Fiend Skull stickers like this big for sticking on stuff around here. So possibly expect that in the store soon. I might go back on my words about the Ride Reasonably Priced Bike stickers also being limited edition. Also, there is still Spindatt sticker packs and patches that you can buy on the store. It's always linked below, but there's no extra stickers that could come with it anymore. That's why everything says it's out of stock. I didn't want anybody who ordered last week to be disappointed. So if you want something now and there's no like incentive, you can still do that. I will make those products available again. Will you ever build a full suspension mountain bike? Yeah, eventually, but they're a lot of this. And I do have a full suspension mountain bike. I actually just want a frame. Have you got the parts for the Cafe Racer yet? Funny you ask this. I haven't, so I ordered them, and they will be here probably this upcoming week. How slight can a hanger be off to mess things up? Very slight, and it's not always this way. Sometimes it's actually bent this way. So get a derailleur alignment gauge and check it. What do you do when a bike build is not going well? Like the dream for a build isn't the reality. That is like the constant fight that you will always have with every bike you build. Just keep going the course. I find a lot of times when you first put parts on, it's not exactly what you had envisioned in your head. The expectation versus reality can be a bit of a letdown, but give it like 2-3 days and the reality can slowly push out the expectation and you can fall in love with what you've built. Single, double, or triple cheeseburgers? Many single cheeseburgers. Why don't you sell bikes to help pay for parts? I've sold some bikes lately. I haven't shared that with you because it makes me feel bad. But it's not to pay for parts. It is to pay our mortgage. Okay, I'm going to end on this one. Dan L says, how do you respond to people making fun of you for riding a bicycle? Like, it's his only source of transportation, but finishes this off with, riding a bicycle makes me happy. I think you kind of answer your own question in your question by saying, P.S. riding a bicycle makes me happy. Like, I own a car. I've always owned a car. The minute I turned 16, I bought a car. And then when I came here to go to college, I was like, wow, driving a car sucks. You have to find parking for it. You have to pay for parking. You have to maintain them. They're in the way constantly. And putting gas in them is stupid. Wow, I should get a bike. So I did. And boom, I've literally launched an entire career doing this because of bicycles. And guess what? It also makes me happy. And if someone does make fun of you for riding a bike, doing something you enjoy, obviously there's something going on in their life that they need to try and compensate for by trying to make you feel worse about something that you like to do. So while like some of the replies under this will just say like, don't worry about it, just ignore it or whatever, that's really hard to do. But take solstice in the fact that they are worse off than what you're doing. The fact that you're doing something that you enjoy to get around on, and they're driving their annoying, pain in the ass car. Also, making fun of someone for riding a bike is so unoriginal and lazy. It's just stupid.